All right, welcome back. Well, today's day 3, and now we have a working game. But now we want to make sure that we can play a single player game with an AI. Now, I'm not going to make it a very smart AI. I'm going to show you two strategies of what you guys can do. One is just a computer that can play the game with you, and the second one is going to be a little bit smarter. Can it play the game well? And that particular question is going to be how hard you particularly find how to play this particular game and how you want it to play the game. So we're going to be using AI, but we want to make sure that we understand how the AI is moving and it's just not moving in a magical way that we don't see. So what we're going to do here is we are going to have a last move for the AI. So we're going to do last move here, and we're going to make that equal to -5. Now, what that reason I'm doing -5 for is so it stays out of the way, because I'm going to put a background on the well or the pot of the coins that the person just picked from, and I'm going to make it a little yellow for the ones next to it, and then green for the one where he actually took the things from. So the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to be in board length. So if last move is equal to the if it's equal to I, then what we're going to do is we're going to do g.set color dot green, and we're going to do g.fill rectangle, and we're going to start off with I times 100, and then we're also going to go with this being at 100. The width is going to be 100. The height is going to be 100 square. And then we're going to do g.set color dot black. All right. Then we're going to do an else if, and we're going to do I math.abs, and we're going to do last move minus I. Now that's going to get the difference between there. If that is equal to 1, so on either side, then what I would like us to do is make a yellow in there. So we're going to do exactly the same thing that we're going to do here, but we're going to make this yellow. So this is going to show us the green is where the AI will go, and then the yellow are going to be where it picks from as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a method here, and we'll make it at the top right after reset. And we're going to do public void AI move. And we're actually not going to make it a void. We're going to make it an integer. So we're going to return an integer back. And the easiest way to do this is just to return a random number between 0 and 4, right? So, and we're including those numbers too. So we don't need a print command. We're just going to do return, and we're going to cast it so that it returns an integer, math.random times 5. So it will generate a random number between 0 and 4, and it will play the game, right? All those are valid moves for it. We'll just make it random. It'll pick. Hopefully you can beat it, and it'll be great. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here where we take turns. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. It's always going to be player one's turn when they go. So they're going to click, and they're going to do that, and then we're going to say int AI move, or AI slot, there we go, equals, and then we'll get AI move. Okay, so now we are going to get the AI's move. So we're going to assume that the AI does not cheat. So we're going to do temp points equals 0, and we're going to handle their move exactly the same way. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take those points there, and we're just going to copy this and paste this underneath. Now, when doing this, and there's not an if there. Actually, I don't need that if statement. Okay, so I'm going to label this AI move. So in here, I just need to change all these to AI slot. And it will generate what we want it to be. And it will be on player 2's. Now, one other thing I would like to do is so I can see it is we have last move. And then we're going to do AI slot. Now, that is a valid piece here, so we're going to run this. All right. So I'm going to click here. So they chose right there, and so it's 2-2. I pick a smart move. Okay, they chose there. So now the AI is choosing every spot where they could go. It seems like they are... Oh, that was a very bad move for them. Okay, but they still beat me because I don't know why. But that is completely random. It does play the game. If I have any sort of a strategy to it, I should be able to beat it. So, here we go. 9. I have 3. If I go here, 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 and I keep on going this way, I should be able to beat it now. There we go. Destroyed it. So now I won that way. So there's no real strategy to this particular one. So they're just going to randomly guess. Now, I don't have to make any more changes to my program when I'm working with AI. I only have to work in this method that says AI move. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to make it smarter. Now, the best possible move that it can make at this particular point in time is the one with the most amount of points. So why don't we have the AI figure out which one it can get the most amount of points on? So we are going to come over here and we are going to try to check every single slot. So we're going to come over here into AI move, and we're going to go through the entire board. So int, I'm going to call this in slot equals 0. Well, slot is less than board.length, slot plus plus. So we're going to go through each and every one. And we are going to have an int in here called temp points. We're going to reset that to 0 every single time. And we're going to do an int max points, and we're going to make that equal to 0. And we're also going to have an int in here called correct move, and that's equal to 0. Okay. So we always will have a move. Now, once we go through here, if the temp points is greater than the max points, then correct move is equal to slot, or the move that we wanted to go to. So we're going to go through here and we're going to find out whatever the best possible move here. Now, I don't want to change anything with the board, so I have to make sure I don't have those pieces there. I literally just want to check it, and what would be the thing if I took that particular spot. So I need to make sure that that's not changing the board. So I had to delete those three things. Once I'm done with that, I can just return correct move here, and I should be good. Now this program should be harder. With the simplicity of this particular game, I highly doubt that I'll win, but we'll find out. So I click here, and they selected one with a 2. That's not working how I want it to. But now they're selecting everything with 2s. Interesting. And then at the last, they selected that 0. So I was able to win. So let's see what's going on here. So the correct move was always going to be 5, or 4 is what they're looking at. So we have temp points here. We make sure that we reset it every single time. That's good. Max points is equal to 0. So let's see what happens here. Let's print out what the program is seeing for temp points and max points. So we run this again. Okay, I look here, I'm going to select this. So for that, we didn't ever change max points. So see how this little print statement really helps me out? I see that max points never changes from 0, so that is going to be my problem. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do max points equals temp points to make the new maximum whatever temp points is. So we're going to run that again. I click here. I found that I could get max points that way. I click there, and it took it again. I'm going to click here, and now it realized I can get max points that way. If I click over here, it should click there again to get 2 points. And now we are just grabbing points there. And we tied. I don't know if I can beat it by more than 1 point. I think I could do 1 point if I'm lucky. That's 3, 3, 3, and now they're forced to get 2, 2, 1. Okay, so I can win on that still. So if you guys want to try to make it smarter, you need to change this particular algorithm. Now, one way to make sure that you're only returning a number that is in bounds. If I ever return something out of bounds, my program will break. So good luck. I hope you guys can do this, and I can't wait to see how you guys do. All right.